Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to take you through a very nice chess problem. It's the problem of the day, and it was composed by Paul Benko, the legendary Paul Benko, and it's white to play checkmate in two. But of course, this one comes with a very interesting twist. The twist is there are two solutions to this problem, but of course, one of that is legal, the other one is illegal. So of course, it's difficult to find which one is illegal until you know a secret technique, and that is called as retrospect analysis. Now, retrospect analysis is a very interesting concept where you can go back and study the moves or the things that happened in the past. So, actually, it is possible to know what were the last moves for white or for black in a very scientific manner. So, let's go through this chess problem. White to play, mate into. First, take your time and try to find the two checkmates and then find out which one is legal, which one is not. So here we go. All right, so here we go. Let's dive into it. The first solution, of course, I think most of you would have already guessed it, is to undefend the knight and give him a square. So a rook to e5 naturally comes to the mind. This basically unguards the knight on g3 and gives black the option to capture this. And once he takes, here comes a very simple move, rook to g5, and that comes with a checkmate. Well, that's a check. It's a double check. This is control, and yeah, beautiful. I like to make arrows. So going back, apart from rook e3, rook e5, there's another idea, and that one is providing him with the. As you can see, he doesn't have any squares at all to move. All the squares are taken away. So you have to provide him with one of the square at least, and that can also be done with the move pawn to e3. This provides him the f3 square. Now, he can play king f3, and the solution would be castles. This is controlled, the knight is taken care of by the bishop, the rook is taken care of the knight, and the rest of the squares are taken care by the king. It's a beautiful coordination. Of course, there is only one problem. It is impossible to castle, it is illegal to castle. Now, why is that so? To understand that, you have to use a very simple logic. How did the king, the black king, reach on the g2 square? Well, this pawn has not moved. Pawns can't go back, they only go forward. So obviously the f3 square was always under control, always controlled by white. So obviously the black king could not have used the f3 square to enter. At the same time, he can't use the f2 square because in a castling, the king should not move. If the king was always here, the black king could never come to the f2 square. So f2, f3, not really possible. What else can happen? The rook as well in a castle can't really move, which means that the king can't possibly come here from the squares h2 or h3. But it seems that the king has actually come here from the squares maybe h4 or g4 following h3, g3, g2. So he has used this part of h3, g2 to come here, which means that this rook was never really here. He has just been here maybe on the last move, on the last previous two moves, but not been here always, because if he was already there, the black king could not have reached there. Now that is the reasoning behind the thing that black could come here, and castling is not legal because the rook was never really there. The rook has just entered. So there's only one legal solution, and that is rook to e5. Of course, I really like this checkmate with e3. Looks really pretty. Of course, it's illegal, still very pretty. So that was the twist in the story. That was the plot. Very interesting chess problem by Paul Benko. And this science of reasoning and understanding which were the past moves, which were the previous moves, using very simple and plain logic, is called as retrospect analysis, and that is a very wonderful book. In fact, it's a dialogue between Sherlock Holmes and Watson. So it's really interesting, and it's actually a very fun book to read. So hope you enjoyed this. I might provide it. I think I'll provide it on my Facebook group, Chess and Blocks. So do check it out. So until next time, see you guys.